this is Natalie back from Natalie's Hoya Haven, and I have my top 5 fabulous Hoya for the month of May. And these are ones I've really been looking at, and it's like, yep, you're going in, you're going in. So it was pretty easy to find 5. And let me start with my first one. So if you've seen my picture on the front of this video, that was what this plant looked like in its before state and when I first got it. So here is my Hoya Lacunosa, and he sits downstairs in my front window, west facing window. And I have to say, I am a little bit sad because I moved this thing around a couple times getting ready to do my video. And look at, I knocked this off. A forming peduncle. So I'm pretty sad about that. But this is why he's in my top favorites for May. Take a look at that. He's in constant bloom. There's some more starting right there. I'll be careful. I don't want to knock another one off. And it smells so good. It smells up the whole downstairs plant room. So between this one and my Marginata, they keep it smelling just wonderful down there constantly. So this is number 1 on my list, Hoya Lacunosa. And this is just the plain form. All right. Number 2 on my list, and this is one I bought as a clearance plant. I actually got it, I think it was like 75% off. And it didn't look as nice as they had regular priced ones as well. I think those were like $30, and I think I only paid like $7.50 for mine, $7.50. And yeah, the other ones did look bigger and nicer, but I'm on a Hoya budget, trying to be, and so I picked up the $7.50 one. Didn't do anything for the longest time, and I finally decided I was going to see what it would do in the grow tent, and here's what it did. For those of you who don't know, this is a Hoya Retusa. Kind of looks like grass. A little bit thicker than grass though. And after I put it in the grow tent, it put out these 2 tendrils right here. And it really enjoys the grow tent. Now I've noticed that some of my Hoyas that I've had in terracotta pots, I've actually had to pull out of the grow tent because they're drying too quickly. I've actually gotten dry roots on a couple of them and had to reroot them. So I'm finding that there's some that can tolerate the grow tent, but I try to keep in like either semi-hydro or at least a plastic pot. And then the ones that were in, most of the ones that were in terracotta, I ended up pulling out. But this one is the opposite. This one loves it in the grow tent. So definitely not going to be moving him out of terracotta. I'm just going to keep an eye on the watering. I may have to water him even as much as twice a week, but you know what? I'll do that because nothing else was working. And so now it's like I found the key. Hoya Retusa. They love humidity. There you go. And they love high light. That's number 2 on my list, Hoya Retusa. All right, number 3 on my list, and I believe I bought this at the same time I bought my Retusa. And they had the variegated form and they had the non-variegated form. The variegated form was, if I remember right, $99.99, and the non-variegated was $49.99. Again, I'm on a plant budget. So I thought, well, I'm just starting to get into a little more varieties here. The plain version will be fine. I'm happy with that one. So needless to say, I have both varieties now. But this is my Hoya Heuschkeliana. And I know most people have the variegated Heuschkeliana, and I do too. But that one isn't growing for me quite as well as what I would hope. However, my Heuschkeliana green is doing all this and all this. And now the flowers are starting to fall off, but oh no, I just knocked them off. Anyways, he flowered for me, and they don't have really long peduncles. I almost feel like it flowered straight from the stem. I don't think there was any peduncle there. But anyways, I've had some new ones flowering this spring, so they're finally getting to the age where they're mature enough to flower. And this was one of them, my Hoya Heuschkeliana. So that is number 3 on my list. Hoya Heuschkeliana. All right. Number 4 on my list. And this is one I bought from a private seller. And mind you, I have taken cuttings from it as well. I bought it, it was probably about a year ago, but it was a very small plant. I mean, it was probably in something like maybe about this size. And it didn't do anything for a while, but I moved it out of the grow tent. I think it was too thirsty because it's also in terracotta. I moved it out of the grow tent, but it's still upstairs where the humidity is much higher in the upstairs plant room. And I think all of a sudden, like its watering needs were being met because I think I wasn't keeping up with it before, and it was surviving but not thriving. Well, once I took it out of the grow tent and it started needing less water, then it started doing all of this, and all of this. And this is my Hoya. It was sold to me as Hoya Bilobata. However, it may be the Hoya Affinity Bretonnier. So I don't really know. I'm guessing maybe the flowers are different. I'm not sure exactly what the differences are other than that. But I'm going to, when it does finally flower for me, I will be looking that up and labeling it accordingly. But for right now, it could be either one. So I have it labeled on here as Bilobata because that's what it was sold to me as. So, but anyways, that's number 4 on my Fab 5 Hoya list, and that is my Hoya Bilobata. All right. Last one on my list, and I'm telling you, this thing is beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is one I ordered through the mail, and I haven't had the greatest luck with mail. I'm not, my gosh, just make sure I didn't knock another leaf off. I've had some good luck with plant mail, and I've had some bad luck with plant mail. I've lost a couple plants through plant mail, and I'm kind of backing off on that now. I really don't want to spend any money when it's like you don't know what you're going to get, and I get the whole cold weather thing, but even in warm weather, I open something up and like 80% of the leaves fall off, like I'm not into that. So I'm sure there's some reputable uh, places to buy from, and I've had good luck with some places, but right now I think I have enough Hoya to keep me happy, and I'm just not looking to ship anything. Not at this time anyways. Anyways, this is one I did get shipped to me, and it looked beautiful in the picture. It looked beautiful when I got it. Kind of just didn't, it kind of sat around for a while. It didn't do much in my care. I think it went dormant. Spring is here, and this is what I am now getting. This is my Hoya Acuta Marginata. And the leaves it is throwing out is, oh my gosh, look at that. Like, you know, sometimes you worry about plants reverting. I know my Incrusata Eclipse is it's putting out leaves, but it's kind of like going back to just being mostly green, and so you got that struggle. This plant is not doing that at all. As a matter of fact, I got another leaf here, and this is the leaf I was afraid I knocked over. I don't know if you can see that real well. And then there's another little bitty leaf up here. This thing is, he's also upstairs in my plant room with the increased humidity, and I think the humidity makes all the difference with a lot of these plants. But anyways, yeah, this is my Hoya Acuta Marginata, and he is loving it up here. So there you go. And I just remembered I had another plant I was going to talk about. But you know what? My limit is 5. That plant can wait till next month. Anyways, this is Natalie's Hoya Haven. If you like what I have to show you and you like to talk about Hoyas and other houseplants, please feel free to like and share and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.